Yeah, Migo Bands, hey, he came out. He said his piece now. He said what really happened at at the bowling alley, boy. Y'all already know for a fact we've been waiting on this. The prosecutors is saying it doesn't matter if Lil Cam real life had to move in his hand on camera while he was in initiation to realize send Takeoff up. No, it had nothing to do with that. It was the fact of he had to move on him. And when I say move, I mean he had the blicky on him. Hey, I want y'all to really look at this, man, because a lot of people not paying attention to the main key points in this. And a lot of people sit back and they look at this like, Lil Cam, he did it. Okay, Lil Cam did it, but J Prince the feds. At the end of the day, J Prince Jr., he was the main one who supposed to did 3 years and end up getting out. How do you do that? Where they do that at? What is this? At the end of the day, man, we all know for a fact that people sit back and say like, Lil Cam cousin was the main one. Now, it was so many people that was standing back in them cuts, like dude with the baseball hoodie on. Like, that was dude that was real life with the dude with the dreads. Yeah, that was dude. At the end of the day, man, I want everybody to pay attention to this, man, and really open their eyes to the fact of what's really going on, because if you really pay attention to what the feds said, the feds own them boys, man. The feds own them boys, man, and I can't sugarcoat it not one bit. At the end of the day, we know for a fact, we don't want to see nobody get booked or get sent up, but they made a countless act of senseless violence, man. They realized set Takeoff up, and from what they saying is, Migo Bands, when he discharged his move, hey, it was over with because they saw it in his hand before they even saw Lil Cam with the blicky. I can't even be mad at that man. All I can do is real live speak my facts and say, like, to be honest, RP Takeoff at the end of the day, because if Takeoff would have never been there, everybody know in their right mind that Takeoff would have never got sunk up. If Takeoff would have followed his first mind and said, you know what, I'm gonna sit this one out. I ain't gonna real life go out there with you. Quavo, when they even thought about even going out there, he wouldn't even never text J Prince Jr. back and told him, yeah, we finna hop on the plane. Like, real talk, man, it's like certain stuff could be avoided, but at the same time, certain stuff, it has to happen, like, when you really look at it, because Quavo, he was down bad at one point, and then he rised up, man. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that he checked the bag right before that happened. And at the end of the day, we know for a fact that everybody in Mob Ties, they sitting there looking like, Mob Ties Big O got sent up for what? He got sent up because he was in the mix when he got mixed up in the blender with the whole Mob Ties Migo connection. If you from the streets, you tell me how many people you know for a fact finna have a blicky in their hand and they with you, but they end up blowing at you instead of the ops. At the end of the day, they said Migo Bands, he sat there, he pulled up on Quavo and told Quavo, like, man, we gotta tell them what really happened. And this is why Migo Bands even sat out there and said what he said. Migo Bands, like, I give him his props for this and I give him his due diligence, because you have to really respect the fact that he spoke out. He spoke out on the fact that Takeoff got sunk up and it was a Mob Ties connection. I don't know who they trying to be or who they think they is, but at the end of the day, it's over with for Mob Ties. And Migo Bands specified it. Migo Bands real live, he reached out and said that Takeoff cousin, he going through it right now, and he the wild one. I want y'all to really pay attention to that, because it's gonna end up bad for Lil Cam. You see for a fact that Lil Cam, they finna get that man about 2 on him. You feel me? About 2 of them things. All because he had the blicky on camera. HPD told the feds, how many people you think was on that camera? The feds told them at least 15, 20 people. They said no. It was like 24 people there, and them people who was there, it was like it was staged at one point, but then you could see where Quavo started arguing with mob ties, but it was their private party. It was Jay Prince Jr. birthday. So I want everybody to know one thing, Jay Prince Jr., he parked that slab in the garage and he real live holding it in there. He don't want nobody to know that, like real life, that got ties to the Takeoff getting sent up. That's why he not even driving there no more. And everybody in Houston said, Jazz Prince Jr., he stashed the car, he dipped it off. And if anybody from the streets, you know what dip off mean. I gave y'all all the tools y'all needed. Hey man, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, Jay Prince Jr. just gave a speech on the whole Takeoff situation. He explained what happened. Hey man, he was so emotional, man. And this just goes to show, like, it could be anybody. And Jay Prince Jr., he not too happy or too fond of the heat that's coming down on Houston. He didn't want to mess up his daddy legacy. And he really had sympathy, and he's showing it right here. I want y'all to listen to what they said happened, man. Charleston White is the prime example of why Takeoff, his whole, like, the whole case is solved right now. For the simple fact of one thing, Charleston White spoke out and said that Quavo was the main one who could have protected him, but he checked in and didn't check out. Am I right or am I wrong? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Hey, I want to let y'all know one thing. Jazz Prince Jr. was just questioned by the feds backstage. This sad, but at the same time, we all know for a fact he was the one Quavo was in the car with, and Takeoff was standing outside of the slab talking to him. So I want y'all to really pay attention to this, man, and listen to what the Eyewitness stated on the statements. One thing that we know is it was more than one person who real life basically cornered Takeoff off. Once they cornered him off, it was over with. They said Lil Cam locked up right now. They said that they picked him up in 5th Ward. All of it is cap. Lil Cam ain't locked up. That he was on the house arrest ankle monitor. It's all cap, since everybody always saying on what's cap and what's not. Do your research. Everything that you see ain't always what it is.
Yeah, I mean, he's just still at home right now. He's got the ankle bracelet on, which means they're monitoring where he's at. There's no way for him to leave. We know you can't cut that off. That's not a temporary thing, that's on there. And so we know that they're well aware of where he is. He's not going to be able to go very far with that. If he does, he got a couple minutes until they're over with the chopper. You know what I mean? And
this just goes back to what the DA just said. Y'all got to pay attention to one thing. The feds ain't put that out there that they locked him up for no Takeoff. So I just want to let the air be clear right now. Jay Prince Jr. is being investigated. That's it and that's all. Him and his whole mob ties organization, because they look at that as if they real live in the streets.
Right. I mean, we know that there's a lot of different scenarios where he seems to stay around this drama and the stuff that's been going on. So, you know, although that they're investigating him for this, there's also other things that are going on. And as we know, like, you know, you go back and forth about certain things, a lot of times you find that pieces are tied together and they end up, you know,
connected in the end. Yeah. And this what brings it to, like, RP Takeoff, RP everybody that was lost behind this, man, because they said that it was 2 people who got sent up behind this Takeoff situation. And I want everybody to know, our condolences out go to the family. Yeah. Like, real talk, like, at the end of the day, we know a lot of people thirsty, a lot of people scrambling, trying to make some bread or whatever, but Lil Cam is not arrested, man, at all. No. We just talked to the HPD. He's not arrested, you guys. No, I mean, he's still staying with the bracelet situation. He was on house arrest. Yeah. All he did was violate that. Right. And then literally they came and reinstated it and fixed the ban. Right, and it's easy to tell where you go because they have the trackers in those instantly, you know. Yeah, he really can't leave too far because the parole officer comes twice a week.
And I'm sure that they're watching him even further because of who he is, and they're gonna try to make an example out of him. You know, a lot of times when it's like a name of somebody, they try to make an example so that people don't try to follow in their steps. And
they're gonna make an example because they said that he was authorized to be outside that day. He was authorized to be outside that day that happened to Takeoff on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
They said he was only authorized to be out from 7 to 7.
Right.
So the situation happened with Yellow Hoodie, Purple V-Long, Chucky Bushwick Dog, and Migo Bands and Mike Prince and them. Y'all know for a fact that man wasn't supposed to be outside.
Right.
This is why the parole officer is the main one who's sitting back like, you know what? We gave you a little leeway, but then you was in the situation where your name is ringing. Your name is ringing throughout all the people there, and you're on house arrest. You just look even guiltier because they got you all over the internet on camera.
Right. I mean, and the thing is just to confirm, it's 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So once that sun goes down, I mean, even then, like, you need special permission. You have to ask ahead of time. It has to some stuff even has to go before the judge to approve you to go into that stuff. Yeah. They don't let you go anywhere because they don't want to have that stuff happen.
Yeah, because that's still under their docket.
Right.
He still has a case that he's fighting. So I want to let y'all know, man, coming straight from the streets, man. That man, Lil Cam, he tweaked, but at the same time, y'all can really pay attention to what's really going on. And Jay Prince Jr., he's sitting back looking like Quavo mad at him. Quavo never dropped the whole album, and Takeoff didn't want to sign the mob ties. So this goes to show, like, it was deeper than what they thought it was.
Right, and then it brings a lot of controversy up with the names and stuff, and the last thing they want is drama, negative drama.
Yeah,
you know?
You don't want that in your circle because at the end of the day, we know for a fact that it could have easily been avoided.
It can be avoided. All that stuff ends up causing, it's like a ripple effect. Like one thing happens, and then it's like, before you realize it, you're way deeper than you even realize it.
Yeah. In all actual reality, they didn't care about his family when they real life was right there aiming at him. They didn't care about his kids, if he had kids. They didn't care about nobody that real life got basically they own, you feel me? Come on. They supposed to have a thought about that before they sunk that man up, man. This is why I say this is a revolving door, and people can't seem to not send each other up. You get into it with a person over something petty, and this been going on for the last couple years. You get into it with somebody for something petty, it just blow all out of proportion as if y'all real life got into some deep stuff that couldn't been avoided. No.
Yeah, I mean, people really need, sometimes you just gotta let stuff go, you know, because it ends up turning into a bigger thing, and then before you realize it, he loses any future. Not only him though, like you said, his kids, his family, his whole entire, like, he's not just who we know him, he has his own family, you know what I mean? He has his own family, people that look at him as they've known him for years, not who he is now.
Yeah, they know Takeoff for Takeoff, but you gotta understand, Takeoff was somebody else before he started rapping. And there's people out there who real life want justice for him, but it's a lot of people who didn't speak up for him, but they was in his corner. That's why I say, you can't be having these people around y'all, man, and y'all real life don't know the intentions. Like, it's sad because Quavo sat there and could have avoided all that, man, and this is coming straight from Houston. And from what the paperwork saying, you guys, these people real life, it was orchestrated, man. They sat there and played, like, literally had the dice game, came out of it, and they cornered them off. They boxed them in.
I mean, they had, like, the thing is they were watching. That's the one thing that you see with all the things that go on. Like, people are watching for a while. You know, they're watching the moves that you make, and they know exactly what happened, you know. And even though at the end of the day, there's all the security, because we know it was a busy place, you can't change, like, you can't go in the footage and just erase what happened. Like, it happened, you know what I mean? You can see every single thing that happened, but it doesn't change. You can't change what happened. All the facts will be shown.
Yeah, because if anything was altered or any like unidentified witnesses that was brought forth, this stuff gonna be in the paperwork, you guys. And when I say you guys, I mean y'all. Hey, I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, man, because it could be anybody, man. This could have been your family, man. Takeoff was somebody who had money but didn't have the proper security to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
This is sad, y'all. I want y'all to really look at this, man, and take heed to this.
I mean, and then you wonder, like, should people not just have that protection, should be wearing protection? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing with all the stuff that's going on. I don't find it common to hear people be wearing vests or anything like that to protect them. You know, that would be an extra.
A level 2.
Right, something.
Level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Even a level 1, just so that you can protect yourself.
Right, just anything, along with having extra eyes for you, but you're also put yourself in situations where there's a lot of people you don't necessarily know. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and this is a result of people not communicating. You have to communicate, because if you don't communicate in certain situations, it will end up to the point where people real life like getting sent up or people falling out. You feel me? All because of one mistake that somebody made. It could have been fixed, but who's to say? You can't think for nobody else.
No, and you can't go back and change anything either.
No, at the end of the day, we know this. Just because he was in tour with Quavo from previous beef from a long time ago. G, listen to me, folks. A long time ago, G, there's no way for you to hit his homie up and try to snatch his chain and then run off and run into the bowling alley and then sneak out right after J. Prince Jr. walk over, Takeoff. Like, at the end of the day, we know this, man. This sad, but at the end of the day, this what typical street stuff is about. Like, if y'all ain't from the streets, y'all wouldn't know. But if you can put your finger in your eye on it, you'll be able to realize this is a revolving door. Open your eyes to the fact of everything is real live, like it's lit right now. In Houston, it's over with, man. Houston, it's on fire right now, man. And people sitting back looking like J. Prince Jr. and them got the city hot. It's like, I look at them like, y'all making y'allself a target, because in all actual reality, if you pay attention to it, like real live, y'all know for a fact that the half the dudes that y'all into it with is y'all own homies. Y'all grew up with them. Y'all grew up with them people that y'all into it with, boy. And I know this from actual experience. People sit back and real life look at this from a whole totally different perspective. And if you watch this video to the end, you know for a fact that these facts that's getting spent, these jewels, at the end of the day, man, we know for a fact that there's some people who ain't gonna be able to hear this, and then next thing you know, they go out there and do what they want to do or do something stupid. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that, boy, you can't be out there moving reckless and crash out. You see half the people who crashed out real life, they either sent up or locked up. And you can vouch for me on that. Like, at the end of the day, hit the like button. But I want y'all to subscribe to the channel if you real life want to, like, real life pay attention to what's going on, man.